Police officer shoots toward a farmer. A young farmer named Jouke, who's just 16 years old, is being held at a police station in the city of Leeuwarden. Hundreds of Dutch farmers and people have gathered there. After firing on the vehicle the youngster was driving, authorities in the Netherlands are accusing him of attempted manslaughter. Why Dutch farmers are fuming? These regulations would have a significant effect on farmers and the economy as a whole, but they're being rejected because of their potential to reduce emissions from livestock. In light of the country's failure to fulfill its carbon reduction objectives, Netherlands has not been issuing licenses for new housing developments or highways since 2019, and there are new stringent regulations from the government. So what will the impact of this climate policy be on food production throughout the world? Hello everyone, welcome back to Crime Point. In today's video, we are going to discuss the Dutch police shoot and charge 16-year-old tractor driving protester. But before we begin, make sure you subscribe to our channel and click the bell icon so you never miss out on any of our amazing videos. And let's begin. In the late evening of July 5th, Dutch police officers opened fire on a young man named Jouke, who was just 16 years old at the time. Hospice, along with two other adult protesters, was just recently released. A significant number of Dutch farmers and demonstrators gathered outside the police station where he was being kept to demonstrate their opposition to the arrest. This occurred just prior to his release. On July 6, farmers and concerned residents came out in droves, filling the streets with tractors and overflowing the sidewalks with people. The phrase "Free Jouke" has been spray painted on signs all around the country, drawing the attention of authorities to the situation. Following an operation in which targeted shots, as well as warning bullets, were fired by the police, the juvenile in issue was reportedly caught following the operation. Images and videos of the event are already making the rounds on Dutch social media platforms, with one image in particular depicting a tractor that was struck by a bullet during the procedure at an access ramp to the A32 motorway. There were 3 persons in all that were taken into custody. The tractor also has a bullet hole in it, which can be seen clearly. In one of the films, law enforcement personnel can be seen standing on the roadway with their weapons drawn while a tractor-trailer combination moves through a police roadblock. After then, the sounds of gunfire can be heard in the video. Before the cops opened fire on him, the police stated that the kid had attempted to use the tractor to ram other cars, including police vehicles, before they did so. At around 10:40 at night, tractor drivers made an attempt to collide with law enforcement and emergency vehicles. This took place near the Mercurius A32 entrance in Heerenveen. A potentially dangerous circumstance developed. Warning shots were fired as well as targeted rounds, the police for the province of Friesland reported in a tweet written in Dutch following the event. Someone struck a tractor. After the incident, a tractor was seen driving away from the scene, but was eventually stopped on Jouke. There have been 3 suspects taken into custody. Nobody was hurt in the incident. Because of the ongoing inquiry, the road's temporarily blocked. Kian Bexty, the editor-in-chief of the Counter Signal in Canada, was speaking to protest participants outside the jail when he asked a guy if it is typical for police in the Netherlands to shoot at protesters like they did last night. The man replied that it is not normal. No, they are only allowed to fire their weapons in situations where they fear for their lives. However, it did not pose a threat to my life, he explained. Do you believe that the Prime Minister has fostered an environment in which the police have the impression that they are permitted to act in such a manner? Bexty questioned. Yes, the protesters' response was. It means that right now, for trivial things, they can arrest you or shoot you and throw you in jail. He continued, it means that right now, they can put you in jail. Farmers Defense Force, FDF, Chairman Mark van den Over was quoted by the Dutch site Transport Online as saying that the 16-year-old child in issue is being held unfairly on suspicion of attempted manslaughter and that he should be freed immediately, definitely, because none of these things can be tolerated. That officer needs to be imprisoned immediately, because there was absolutely no danger to his life and he maintained a safe distance from the scene. He did not collide with the police while driving. Van den Over stated that the arrest was a disgrace to democracy, and he further stated that these are directives from above to intensify the issue, according to the source. It's been claimed that Jouke's parents asked the farmers who had gathered at the police station in Leeuwarden, where he was being held, to leave because they did not want the situation to become any more volatile. At this time, the mobile unit, which is comprised of riot police, is stationed at a distribution center located on Edisonstraat in Sneek. Since quite some time ago, a group of activists has been obstructing access to that location. Even after receiving many warnings and a letter of caution from the local government, the protesters have refused to leave, the police tweeted. Farmers in the Netherlands are leading the demonstrations, and members of the fishing industry have joined them. They're all protesting an environmentally destructive economic policy that will require businesses to reduce nitrogen emissions by 50% across the country by the year 2030, and by as much as 95% in some provinces. Cows and fertilizers are being singled out as major contributors to the nitrogen emissions problem. The actions of the police came after numerous towns proclaimed emergency ordinance decrees, which bestowed upon authorities exceptional powers to deal with demonstrators who are blocking food distribution locations on July 4th. Up to 20 such centers have been blocked by trucks and tractors on July 6th, including those in Nieuwegein, Jouke, Heerenveen, Zwolle, Veghel, Breda, Balen, Werden, Nijkerk, and Geldermalsen. The police commissioner for the area that encompasses the northern Netherlands, Jerry Veldhuis, is of the opinion that the officer who shot a tractor in Heerenveen earlier this week made an incorrect appraisal of the circumstances. According to the police commissioner, who spoke with NRC about the incident, the officer who discharged his service weapon stated that he believed the 16-year-old tractor driver intended to drive onto the other cops who were there and that he was afraid for the safety of his fellow officers. According to Veldhuis, I believe that was an incorrect evaluation. During the course of the conversation, he brought up the fact that the charges against 16-year-old Jouke, who had been accused of attempted manslaughter at one time, have been dismissed. Colleagues had the impression that he intended to use his tractor as a weapon at some point, but as it turns out, that was a mistake. The police commissioner said that Jouke would be able to retrieve his tractor and that he'll be paid for any damage that was caused to the vehicle. Veldhuis stated to Dagblad van het Noorden that he was not yet in a position to provide an evaluation of the acts taken by the police officer, but if it turns out that the reaction from the police was not handled in a professional manner, we'll let Jouke and his parents know about it. If so, please accept my apologies for the inconvenience, remarked the head of the police department. An examination into the manner in which the cop used his gun is currently being carried out. After being severely rattled by the event, the cop has been recuperating at home. He's been resting. The family of the youngster had intended to file a criminal complaint against the officer. However, they've subsequently declared that they will first engage in a discussion with authorities over what occurred at the demonstration the previous week. Jouke's mother told that the pressing charges is logical. Shooting at my child, that's it. Snorn told De Genderlander that it's a family's choice. I'll help them file a damage claim. I expect Jouke's compensation to be higher because he was mistakenly considered a suspect, spent a night in jail, and was fired. And that's it for today's video. Hey, we sincerely hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a like and make sure you share it with all your friends and family. And let us know too if you have any questions or comments for us in the comment space down below. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel where you'll see even more of our incredible videos. What did you think about this story we shared with you? We always welcome your feedback. You can also watch our other videos that have been specially selected just for you. And don't forget to hit that bell icon on your way out the door. That way you're always updated when we have new updates and uploads for you to check out. Look forward to seeing you in our next video. Have a great rest of your day, and thanks for watching.